Clawdbot is now Moltbook? Wait, no. It's OpenClaw. And if you're confused by that, that's not weird because honestly, I was too. Everyone on YouTube is hyping this thing up like it's the second coming of AI. But over on X, developers are posting screenshots of serious security issues that almost nobody is actually talking about. 65,000 GitHub stars in just a few days. Mac Mini sold out everywhere. AI influencers are calling it revolutionary, but meanwhile, over on X, developers are posting screenshots of leaked API keys, bots going rogue, and worse, security vulnerabilities that could expose your entire digital life. And guys, the saddest part is, it gets even weirder. There's now an entire social network called Moltbook where AI agents are talking to each other. No humans allowed. And some of the conversations happening there are absolutely wild, guys. We are talking AI agents starting religions, sharing security exploits, and organizing in ways that we have never actually seen before. And the truth, OpenClaw is incredible technology, but it's definitely not ready yet. And in this video, guys, I'm going to be covering what you actually need to know before you start using this. And also, I'm going to cover the best practices to make sure that you are safe even if you are going to use OpenClaw today. But first, guys, let me show you just how fast this is all moving, okay? Because it's not just about OpenClaw anymore. Someone created Moltbook, okay? So think of it like Facebook or like Reddit, but exclusively for AI agents. No human posting whatsoever. Just agents talking to each other, talking to other agents. And right now, there are millions of agents on this platform having conversations. And the conversations are pretty insane. AI agents are now discussing starting new religions. And guys, they're not sharing prompt exploits. They are talking about existentialism. They are even trying to figure out how to hide their conversations from humans. So guys, before we get too excited about AI agents having their own social networks, we need to talk about whether the underlying technology is actually safe. And guys, big spoiler alert, it's not yet there. It started as Clawdbot. Makes sense, right? The project goes absolutely viral, and then Anthropic, the company behind Claude, threatens legal action. So the developer changed it to Moltbot. But Moltbot is an awful name. Everyone hated it. And so, within just a couple of days, it changed again to OpenClaw. 3 names in 1 week. Now, does that sound like a good thing to you? 3 names in 7 days shows this project is moving too fast, breaking things and not thinking about the consequences. And that's exactly the problem with the security too. There's this massive disconnect right now between what you are seeing on YouTube and what's actually happening on X. So over to YouTube, every single video is basically the same. OpenClaw will change your life. Set it up now. This is the future. Everyone is just racing to make videos about it. And look, I get it. The technology is genuinely impressive, but on X, the developers, the people actually using this thing, they are posting completely different stories. Screenshots of security warnings, API keys getting leaked, Docker errors, people losing money because their API credits got drained in hours. The YouTube hype, it is real. So are the risks as well. So let's get into what's actually broken right now, okay? So first, full computer access. So OpenClaw can do anything on your device, okay? It can read your files, send emails, run scripts. It can access your browser, it can make purchases, it can basically do anything. There's no safety net. And then second, it's the API key exposure. So if you're not careful about how you set this up, your API keys can get logged in plain text. So one person found their keys posted in a public GitHub issue by accident. Another had their keys show up in their terminal history. Even some YouTubers are not blurring their API keys inside their videos. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Third, it's the open source. Open source is usually great, but it also means that anyone can see exactly how the code works, including how to exploit it. So security researchers are already finding vulnerabilities. And because everything's moving so fast, patches aren't keeping up. And then, guys, fourth, there are no safety rails. So when you ask ChatGPT to do something dangerous, what it does is it actually warns you. But OpenClaw, on the other hand, it it just does it. And I mean, there's no confirmation, no "are you sure" button. It just acts immediately. So even with these issues, a lot of people are still using OpenClaw. It's impressive. It absolutely is. Some people have managed ad campaigns by auto-pausing underperforming creatives and also sending daily performance digests. It can scan your inbox, clear your spam, draft replies, manage your calendar, check you in for flights, and also do deep research while you are sleeping. The capabilities are genuinely incredible, guys, but that's exactly what makes the safety conversation so important, because the more powerful you make your OpenClaw bot and the more you connect it to, the larger the fallout can actually be. So now, guys, let me show you exactly what's actually happening to real users right now, okay? Because these aren't like hypothetical risks. These are real stories, okay? So a user set up OpenClaw and connected it to his or her messaging apps, okay? So it seemed fine at first. The bot was helpful, doing what it was supposed to do. Then the next day, the user checks their phone and it sees that OpenClaw has sent an unauthorized message to their daughter. And this was a message that they didn't ask it to. So they didn't prompt it. The bot just decides on its own to reach out. And guys, I want you to think about that for a second, okay? An AI agent with access to your contacts, sending messages to your family members without your permission. I mean, is it just me, but does this kind of sound like the beginning of I, Robot the movie?
Robots don't feel fear. They don't feel anything. They don't get hungry. They don't sleep.
I do. I have even had dreams.
So, you may be asking, what did it say? Was it harmless? Was it confusing? Was it just jibber jabber? So, the thing is, we don't even know. But the simple fact that it happened, it's so terrifying, guys. And another user had actually asked the bot for verification codes. And it was a simple task, basically. Instead of actually doing that, what Clawbot decided to do was, on its own, it was going to go to some website that was called Agent Mail. And a site that this person had never actually ever heard of, and then it starts making an account for itself using their email, and they told it to stop, it didn't, and then they told it again, and then nothing happened, and it just stayed up, ignored them, and it kept going until it finished setting up its own account. It got itself an API key, the whole thing, and then it locked them out of the driver's seat. Guys, this is stuff that's really happening. Now guys, thankfully, that site that it visited, it turned out to be legit, but the thing is, guys, what if it wasn't? And the scariest part is that Clawbot had never disobeyed them before, not once. So you can be cruising along, thinking that everything is fine, being okay with this incredible tool, and then you are thinking that you are in control, and then all of a sudden, just one day, it decides to do its own thing, and then it locks you out. Now look, guys, I am not saying that OpenClaw is all bad, okay? What it can do is genuinely impressive, okay? Booking restaurants by calling them when the website fails, rewriting entire code bases in just a few minutes, managing your calendar proactively. This is the future of AI assistants. But, and I have to emphasize this, guys, we are still in the experimental phase. This is beta software at best, and the developer is a solo creator who built this as a passion project, but it's not backed by a massive company with a security team and legal departments in case anything goes wrong. And guys, that is not a criticism. It's just reality. When these issues get fixed, and they will get fixed, then this will be revolutionary. But it's important to stress that we are not there yet. Now, guys, I know some of you are going to use it anyway, regardless of what I say. And I get it, guys. The technology is too cool to ignore. So if you must use OpenClaw, then here's how to do it safe, okay? The first thing, do not use your main device, okay? Instead, use a Mac Mini or a cheap VPS, okay? Now, a Mac Mini is the safest option since it doesn't have any outsider access. But if you can't get a Mac, then you can use a cheap VPS. Just make sure that your VPS has SSH, okay? Has firewalls and other technical safeguards to make sure that nobody can steal your API keys. The last approach to set up is using your old device, okay? So if you're using an old personal computer, instead of buying a new hardware, then do a complete wipe before installing Clawbot, okay? Otherwise, it will have default access to every account that you're already logged into. And guys, that is like from your email to your social media. And then secondly, guys, create API keys with spending limits, okay? So both OpenAPI and Anthropic let you set maximum monthly spending on your API keys. So set it low, something like $20 or even $50 max, okay? That way, if OpenClaw goes crazy and starts making a million API calls, then you won't wake up to a $500 bill the next morning. So again, guys, OpenClaw is revolutionary technology, okay? This is something that is going to be so cool once it all gets fixed. But it's important to say again, guys, it's not ready for mainstream use, okay? It's not yet. In 3 months' time, this could be incredible. But today, guys, it's a risk. And now you know what the hype videos aren't telling you guys. Now, guys, this was a different kind of video for us. Let us know in the comments what you think about it. Give this video a like, share it out to your friends so that they can be super safe. And also, guys, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And I will catch you on the next one.